Hello students, you all know about real numbers. In standard 9 you have studied. So real numbers are the numbers which has real existence. And the easiest way to find out whether the number is real number or not, you can square the number, and if the result is positive, that number is said to be real number. Till date, the different types of numbers that you have studied, everything you have studied under real numbers. Now here, we will study Euclid division lemma, or it is also known as Euclid division algorithm. It's nothing new. Already you know that dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Suppose we will take a number 9. So 9, if you will divide it by 2, 2 4s are 8. So remainder is 1. So 9 is your dividend, 2 is divisor, 4 is quotient, 1 is remainder. Only one thing you know, or you should know here, that remainder will always be less than divisor. That is, in this case, your remainder will be greater than equals to 0 and less than divisor. That is, we can say remainder is greater than equals to 0 and less than 2 if we are dividing this. Now, if we are considering a general equation, so the general equation is A is equals to BQ plus R. So here we can write R is greater than equals to 0 less than P. The same equation, and this statement is given by Euclid division lemma, or we can also write by Euclid division algorithm. Now suppose that we will take a situation A is equals to 4Q plus R. So here your remainder will be greater than equals to 0 and less than 4. So here your remainder can be 0, 1, 2, 3. So this general equation can be expressed as A is equals to 4Q plus 0, A is equals to 4Q plus 1, A is equals to 4Q plus 2, and A is equals to 4Q plus 3. Since the divisor is 4, so remainder will always be less than 4. This you should remember. Suppose that if we will consider a question by using Euclid's division algorithm, find SCF of 405 and 2520. So what we will do, first we will divide 2520 by 405. So here 6 times it is coming 2430 and 405. 45 2s are 90. So the remainder becomes 0. So from here your SCF is equals to 45. Now using division algorithm, how are you going to express this? Step 1. 2520, that is dividend equals to divisor 405 into quotient 6, yes, remainder 90. This is the step 1. Step 2, we will write 405 is equals to 90 into 4 plus 45. This is the step 2. And step 3, we will write 90 is equals to 45 into 2 plus remainder is 0. We need to proceed till we get the remainder as 0. So from here your SCF is 45, and these are the steps to express in the form of division algorithm. Next is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic, and as per the definition it says every composite number can be uniquely expressed as a product of primes except for the order in which the prime factors occur. For example, 12. 12 is a composite number. 2 6 are, 2 3 are, 3 1s are. So if we are expressing the prime factorization, that is fundamental theorem of arithmetic, so it is 2 into 2 into 3. So this is the prime number and this is the prime number. It may be you can change the order, you can write 3 first and 2 afterwards you can write. So the order can be changed, but it can be expressed, composite number can be expressed as the product of prime numbers. Now students, in order to solve the word problems, many students face problem when to take out SCF and LCM. So when you are solving word problem, you need to understand whenever you need to find out maximum or greatest. So here you will take out SCF, highest common factor, and another name of SCF is GCD. So greatest common divisor. So here the word greatest comes. So either you need to find out maximum or greatest, you will take out SCF. And if you want to find out minimum, that is least, so the reverse will be, that is you need to take out LCM. So in that way you will never face any problem in solving the sums. Now already you have studied about rational numbers and irrational numbers. So rational number. See, rational number is a number which can be expressed as P by Q such that Q is not equals to 0. Means it can be expressed in terms of numerator, and denominator will never be equals to 0. Now under rational numbers, we can express the questions as terminating, non-terminating. This already you have done in standard 9, and here in standard 10 the calculations are there, so I am just giving you the trick. For terminating, it is numerator by denominator. If the denominator is in the terms of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. So in denominator, if you are getting 2 to the power m and into 5 to the power n, so it is known as terminating. Other than that, any other factors if you get, it is non-terminating. One thing you keep it in your mind that whenever the question is given, first you see if it is getting reduced. So first you reduce it, and after that you find out if other than 2 and 5 other factors are there, it is non-terminating. Now irrational number. So irrational number also you have studied in standard 9. You should remember only this much. It is non-terminating non-repeating. The numbers which are non-terminating, which is not coming to an end. Non-repeating means the same numbers are not getting repeated. And for example, suppose that if I am taking 0.40400 and I am putting dot. So see, the numbers are not repeating and it is not ending. So it is known as irrational number. For your reference, you should remember any number which is not, if you are taking out the square root and cube root and you are not getting the whole number, so it is known as irrational number. Root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, and it goes on. Now it goes on means root 9 is 3. Okay, so it is rational. If you are not getting the perfect, if the square root is not a whole number, so you can say it is irrational number. In the same way, if you are taking out cube root of 2, cube root of 3, so in this way. Now the remaining different type of questions are there that will be discussed in the class. Hope you have understood the basic concept.